Hello guys, welcome to another live. For today, I wanted to discuss with you number one activity to grow your business. And trust me on this one, I talk to people every single day. I help them to build and leverage their businesses, to build their brands, become influencers, and I talk to them about growing their business every single day. And what I see is that a lot of people, even in business, they start any kind of opportunity and they don't do what they're supposed to do to grow that business. They just like to be part of the community, part of the journey, part of the entrepreneurs, and have that feeling of the community. That's what it is, I guess. But it's a problem to actually see someone who's doing that thing. And maybe you can write me down in the comments, what do you think that is number one thing to actually grow the business? What's the number one activity? What do you think, guys? Just write me down in the comments. And I'm not just gonna say it right away, because even the replay viewers can write it down, so I don't actually say it right away. And you can see that you have to, like, I'm gonna give you like a little hint. You have to connect, you have to, I don't know, build the relationships, of course. You can say that you have to talk to people maybe, but, hello Jamie, hi. But I think that that's like number two. That's not the number one thing. What do you think that's number one? Hello Jamie, hi. I'm gonna ask you as well, since you're here. What do you think that is number one activity to grow the business? You're a great coach, so what do you think? I'm just gonna wait for you to write that. And the other one was watching as well. I'm taking just time. Hey Angel, what do you think that's number one activity to grow the business? Maybe replay viewers can like a little bit fast forward so they have the answer. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys. Number one activity is to start the conversation. That's number one. You have to build the relationships, you have to connect, you have to follow, you have to build the list, everything about that. But first, before anything, you need to start conversation with that person, because if you don't, you have no one to build a relationship with. So you have to go out there and actually make that scary move and do that uncomfortable thing to actually reach out to that person and start the conversation. And it works in real life and it works in online business. And I see all the time people telling me, well, I'm really shy, I don't want to talk to people. Well, even in online business, where you actually sit behind your phone and behind your computers, behind your laptops, people are scared to start the conversations. And that's number one reason you cannot actually grow the business, because you have no people to talk to. So, well, why is that? Maybe I think that the biggest reason why people don't go and have more and more conversations is the fear, and it's a fear of rejection or what the people will think about them. But if you go to that conversation without trying to sell something, you are not afraid to talk to your friends, or you are not afraid to talk to your family members, because it's regular conversation. But if you are going into that conversation from the beginning with the goal to sell something, then you are afraid, because you are afraid they're going to say no to your offer. No matter if it's a sale of a product or if it's a sale of an opportunity, you cannot start a conversation with a sale. I look nice in red. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, I don't wear much, but and even the lipstick, I don't wear it much because it's like too much. But on the camera, it doesn't look so so crazy, and it's so sharp. So sometimes I regret when I'm actually broadcasting or when I'm on video. So try to when you are like having the conversation, try to always like have it regular. Really, like when people tell you build a relationship, this is why, and it's at the beginning of the conversation that's even more important. And when you see that a conversation is actually leading to a place where that person is interested in what you do, and they're interested more in concrete product or in concrete opportunity, and then you feel like uncomfortable, and you know it's that place where you will have to present something, then I have just one maybe advice for you. You need to actually learn that. You need to, if you want to build a business and become a leader, you cannot build it from fear position. You need to be okay with the rejection. You need to learn to be fine and just, you know, it's normal. People will say no. Most of the people will say no. So you cannot take it personally, and you cannot just make it. Yeah, hello, Petra. You cannot just pull it down. Like, you cannot feel bad about no, because even when someone goes for that opportunity and signs up with you and wants to try that, what would you think that they will be like? What kind of position they will be in if they feel that you weren't confident, that you weren't like very confident about that opportunity and about yourself? You need to lead those people, and they have to feel that you're a strong leader and that you will help them actually to get where they want to be. So you cannot show them any kind of fear. So just try. Actually, I think that the more conversation you will have, the better you will get at them. So practice. As anything else, guys, we haven't been walking like with my kids and with anyone's kids. I think that mothers are the best with this, because you see how many times they fell and how many times they had to get up actually to start walking and start talking and everything. But us adults, we like tried 10 times, maybe 20 times, and we quit because it doesn't work. So practice. It's only thing that will get you there. And tips for the conversation, maybe the higher person you are trying to actually reach out, when you are trying to reach out someone who's already top earner, first I recommend to research that person. Really look up everything you can on internet about them, and try to get to know them before and engage with their content. Really try to talk to them, comment, make very valuable comments, very valuable comments, like their stuff, maybe share their stuff, and make it for some period of time so they can actually see, and trust me, they will notice. And even though they have like very, very big number of of comments or likes, when you are there every single time, and you maybe with your comment, a lot of other people try to engage with your comment, the person that actually made that post, they will notice. And the live broadcasts are perfect for that, because that person is actually reading the comments, or at least they're going over them at the end when they're done. So you always want to engage with their content, and the leaders is actually putting the content out there. They will notice eventually, every time. And I have seen many times actually people saying that there's this guy who's always first or among first who comments my stuff, and they know that like when you do it for a certain period of time, they will know you. They will always go to your profile and look who's engaging with them, like this level. And that's perfect position for you, where you need to have your profile perfectly optimized, You need to have your brand and content in place and everything that's taught about how you're supposed to market yourself. So when they go out there and look up for you, what you are, who you are, what you do, you need to be in place when they will see that you are the right kind of person. And actually it happens that those kind of people reach out to me, so you need those leaders to reach out to you. And that's actually maybe a little bit easier for you then, so you don't have to personally go and send a message to them. They will reach out to you because you're the one who's actually at their level of professionalism, maybe and the word. They want to know who you are. And I get these messages every single day, really, from top earners. They're trying to find out who I am, what I do. They're interested and they want to get to know me better. So you don't really sometimes have to go and start the conversation yourself if your social media strategy is like very good. But with the tip for the conversation, always make it about them. You want to ask questions, you want to lead the conversation, and when you ask a question, always listen. You can ask about anything you like, anything you see on their profile, and listen what they have to say, and ask questions from those answers. So if you ask them about, let's say, specific posts they've made, like let's say blog post, then you want to make your question really specific about that topic. And when they answer it, you want to like dig deep, ask something even more specific from that answer, because they will see you are actually listening, and ask questions like more about what they're saying. You are listening to them and you're asking questions and you're getting to know them. That's your goal about the whole conversation, because if they want to know anything else, they will ask themselves, because you can see it like on my profile that I usually get tips about building businesses and about network marketing and affiliate marketing and online business and social media and lead generation, all those topics that are around this. And when people have specific questions or they're interested in what I do, they ask. So usually when people talk to me, I don't present them the opportunity ever. I never try to lead them towards that. If they want to know something about it, they ask themselves. So that's kind of the place you want to have in the conversation. Hello, Gabrielle. So guys, do you have any questions about the conversations maybe on that before I wrap it up? I did. Okay. So guys, if you have like anything you want me to talk to you about this week, I have my topics like prepared, because I'm usually having some kind of content plan. But if you want me to talk about something, just write it down in the comments and I will get to it after the broadcast, and maybe I'll like move my topics around a little bit, so I actually answer your questions. What do you think about sales funnels? Very important thing. Sales funnels are absolutely like, they're key for building your list. You need the sales funnels for opportunities and or products. Usually people don't say yes to that for the first time, and you need to follow up with them. But they're absolutely key in building the list. You know, like when you're trying to get a job or you're trying to, I don't know, buy a car, you never go for the first offer that you get. You always go to several places, and you want to have, when you are trying to get a job, you go like to 10 interviews, and when 5 of them say yes, then you try to pick like which one you like. And the same thing is with business, I think. People look up the company, they look up the leaders in that company, they actually look for who to follow. That's bad for us, but they look for people who to follow. Actually, if you haven't built a relationship before and people just see your opportunity, like you're opting for some kind of opportunity, they want to get inside and to see what you have to offer. how the business works. They want to know the details, but they usually don't say yes to that like the first time. They still go and try to look it up. So you need to follow up with those people, and of course emails works the best. And okay, I'm gonna do that. So I finished this question. So you need to build sales funnels, definitely, and really play with it, test it, what works. Like when you have the opt-in page, you need to test the words, what works the best, the pictures, the video, whatever you have on the first page, and the sales funnel, like the pages behind that. Usually I use some when I present something, I make it really personal, so I make my own video about it, and then I use let's say the opportunity video for it from the company. But I want to build the connection with me first, because when it's automated, and I use like a lot of my traffic comes from Instagram, and that's kind of like it lives by itself, because people, when they go to my profile and they like my bio, they click on the link. But I have never talked to those people before. We don't have the connection. So I want to make sure that when they see the video, I'm the first one who they see. So they see my video first, and then goes the companies or the opportunity. And I usually switch it around. It depends what at that point I'm actually trying to talk what I'm trying to present to people. And I change the opportunities to what's in my bio, maybe I would say it like that. But I'm the first one who's on like the next page when they actually opt in. How did you know what would be the best online business for you? Angela, you mean that like really for me, or for anyone? If anyone asks that question, like if you are looking for an opportunity, what would be good for you? I think that you can make it with almost any business. What matters is really the mentor. No, well, not the mentor. He makes it easy. You can make it without mentor, but it's much harder and it takes much longer time. But you can make it with any kind of opportunity, as long as you do what you have to do. And if you are really new and you have no clue, you have never done it before, then I think that it's about the mentor, because they will show you and they will tell you what to do. And I think that since I've been in several businesses, I can see that some of them are better for me, some of them are not as fancy, but even the good ones, I was struggling with them because I didn't know in the beginning what to do exactly, how to like make it with this kind of business, because every single business is a little bit different in something, and it's not only about the conversation plan or how good presentations they have. It's also about the community and how it feels, I think, because sometimes, like 6-9 months ago, when I was actually trying to first time look at some opportunities, I haven't liked some of them. And today I'm actually making monies from them. But the first impression was really bad because it was presented to me in a wrong way. So you cannot just look at it like I like it, I don't like it. I would, if you think that you can make money with it, I would go for it, because just take one and master one. That's my advice. Take one and master one, because you will add, eventually you will always add a different one, another one. You will like split it and build different income streams, because you will see that some people want to just make a few $100s per month to their incomes, just some extra money. Some of them want to make, I don't know, 5K, 2 to 5K, and quit their job. But some of them want to build really big empires with hundreds of dollars per month. And there are opportunities that can do that, and there are opportunities that cannot do that. So you need actually, if you want to work with different kind of people on different things, then on that journey you will eventually probably add more business opportunities. So just I think that take one. There are very good companies, as long as you feel okay with it, that you'll be actually fine presenting it, because it's you, you're branding you yourself, it's your name. And if you're okay to stand behind, or just like go in front of people and say I'm part of this, and you're proud of it, then that's what actually is important. Okay, I'm just gonna swipe the question. How long approximately would you say to expect money growth? That depends on your effort, 100%. It only depends on your effort. And of course, if you're brand new, like really brand new, and you have no clue, then usually it takes a little bit longer, so you can actually adjust and learn first things. I like always to build this stuff, like earn as you learn. But for absolutely newbie who has really technical problems to set up anything, it's much harder than someone who's already like at least several months doing the things they're supposed to do. They have the basic foundation and they know exactly how to start and move forward, because it's so much faster. Giving good content. Thank you, Gabrielle. So guys, if you have any more questions, just write them down in the comments. I will get to them after the broadcast. And I'll see you tomorrow. If you found value in this, please share this or tag a friend. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.